This is Dean Barker with the RCBL. I'm here with Elkton Blue Sox head coach Mike Sutton after a 9-6 loss at the RCBL Shockers. Coach, obviously this game didn't end the way you wanted, but it was probably one of the better games you've played this year. What did you tell your guys after this game?
Same thing that I've been telling them all season long for the most part. We're getting better. Each game, played clean defense tonight. I think we have one error maybe. Just need some timely hitting. I mean, we had left bases, loaded once, bases second and third once or twice. It was good having some new energy. Ryan Wright from East Rock was behind the plate tonight, and then Landon Bruce from East Rock started off on the mound. I thought he did an exceptional job. You know, he will be a junior in high school this coming year. And you saw, I mean, he held him pretty tight for the start of the game, and didn't want to overwork his arm too much tonight, so we held him right at about 60 pitches. Was just missing some key bats tonight. Time Hour, when we played at Grotto's, he had 2 triples. He's a catcher. My starting right fielder, Devin Powell, he's a leader on the team in hitting, batting average right now. He wasn't here tonight. And then my DH, Dusty Cash, who just won the MVP for the Valley High School guys. Three big bats just weren't here tonight. Did bring in Pedro Mendez from Virginia State. This was his first game with us. He just DH'd for us tonight to sort of get a feel of where he's at and everything. And he's going to bring a good energy to the team as well. So it's just right around the corner.
So we noticed around the 7th inning, you really started to pour it on. I mean, and make that comeback. It looked like maybe you were going to go ahead and take the lead, but they were able to put some runs on in the next inning. What do you think they did to get ahead?
It was just our pitching change. I think the zone really tightened down a lot as the game progressed. The umpire was starting to pinch the zone a little bit, and my lefty just could not quite hit where his spots, where the umpire wanted it. So he was hanging some stuff, and they were able to piece together some hits. And they hit the ball hard tonight, but when it counted, they actually hit a lot of bloopers that just sort of fell in and it hurt us.
So one thing that we've talked about on the league podcast about this Elkton team is they don't always get a whole bunch of runners on base, but when you guys get runners on base, you're bringing them in 90% of the time, essentially. What's been the key to producing when you get those guys on?
The majority of the guys I have coached in the past, some of them for 4 or 5 years, they know the type of game that we like to play. The very first play that we tagged up, we're playing a little bit more aggressive on the bases right now than I typically do. I had some of my guys say, "Man, if they would have cut it, you would have got gunned out at the plate." Very well could have, but we're sort of in a position that we need to press the issue, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
So moving forward, I mean, this Elkton team, I don't need to tell you what your record is.
Yeah.
You played, I mean, you had a struggle at Broadway, but last week you came very close to beating a solid Grotto's team. Yep. This Shockers team is very good. You took a lead on them early and were able to almost go toe-to-toe with them. What do you think is going to be the key to telling your guys, hey, we're down, but staying encouraged and trying to get a few wins as the season goes along?
I don't have to tell them; they already know that. They know it. I mean, every time we're coming off the field, they're like, we're one step closer. There's not, there may be a couple guys that are a little discouraged right now, but for the most part, the team as a whole knows what we're up against. Being an expansion team this year, and we're making the turn, and the guys, have a good outlook as to where we're at. They know the first win is right around the corner, and once we get one, we'll start stringing.
You've heard from Mike Sutton of the Elkton Blue Sox. We'll see you next time.